Amber, she was loud, fun, funny. She laughed a lot. She was just this happy, bright, fun-loving thing, always surrounded by friends.
Remember Amber's sister, the same one who basically became famous from the show she put on during the Virginia case? Well, she's back in the news, and this time it seems like Amber might still be the one telling her exactly what moves to make. And in the latest step she took on the internet, it seems she might have just crossed the line. And to say people are shocked that it came from her would be a pretty huge understatement. Want to find out exactly what she said this time? Then stick around and go through it with me.
And then it was a progression that took over such a long period of time, and it was so slow. In hindsight, it was like watching a slow motion gunshot. She suddenly stopped sleeping as much.
You see, right from the days when the trial was still pretty much in our face, Whitney has been showing signs that many of her actions were actually against her will, but there were understandably a lot of doubts attached to that. But it seems the confirmation that Amber was actually controlling her from the start has just hit us after her latest comment at the MTV Awards. So, as we all know, things have been moving pretty well for Johnny Depp following the defamation case. And while it's pretty obvious that Amber wasn't particularly thrilled about that, it seems she might not be the only one in her family that isn't happy, or maybe she's just forcing it so she's not the only one. Anyway, this is exactly what has led to the current uproar against the Heard family. To be specific, shortly after Johnny Depp left the audience surprised after he made a virtual appearance at the MTV Video Music Awards 2022, Whitney had a reaction. And it wasn't the good type. The actor was seen descending from the rafters in the movement suit as he was seen dressed up as the mascot of the VMAs trophy, and this wasn't particularly pleasing to Whitney. While fans cheered for Depp and even deemed it as his comeback moment, his ex-wife, Amber Heard's sister Whitney, reacted to the same on social media and called out MTV for his appearance. Taking to her Instagram story, Whitney Heard wrote, "MTV, you're disgusting and clearly desperate. I really hope that none of the people that made this call have daughters. Hashtag DVM is hashtag I stand with Amber Heard." This reaction from Whitney was pretty shocking to a lot of people for several reasons, one of which is that she hasn't particularly been pretty vocal about the whole thing since the trial ended, which is also what has led a lot of people to the conclusion that she might have actually been forced to leave that comment, just as a way to please her sister, which is pretty understandable considering that Amber is basically the one taking care of her. But even with that fact, this isn't the first time Whitney has had a reaction involving the case. After the verdict was passed and it was revealed that it just happened to be overwhelmingly in Johnny's favor, Amber's sister released a statement on social media following the verdict where she showed support for her sister and wrote, "I still stand with you, sissy. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow I will always be proud of you for standing up for yourself, for testifying both here in Virginia and in the UK, and for being the voice of so many who can't speak to the things that happen behind closed doors." Sounds pretty pretentious, if you ask me, and a lot of other people also seem to think that this weren't Whitney's words, and some of them actually spoke up online. One user wrote, "The same sister that told her friend that she was afraid H was going to kill Johnny after she cut his finger off. The same sister that perjured herself in 2 different countries for money. This sister that isn't surprised at all that Amber physically hit JD." Okay, another user wrote, "So I guess we should just pretend he wasn't cancelled for years and dropped from every project and role and shunned? That's protection. Or is it protection that the woman who was proved to be the assaulter has MSM and people like you defending her and disregarding all that she's done?" No one is really sure of the specifics here, but virtually all of the details are pointing towards her being under Amber's influence, but we'll find out soon enough. Remember that all of these are based on theories and research, and should be considered as such. That's it for now. See you on the next one.